Alright, the French are quite stuck.
Most of the minefields have been cleared, General.
Good work. Credit to our sappers.
Sure. Wow. Right. I wonder then if they put something else in there. But I can hardly imagine. No, they just left it empty. Well, that's certainly a counteroffensive if I ever did see one. Well, doesn't give me that much prestige to take these additional cities, but I'll leave these Matildas in these cities here.
General Alexander, the Germans are counterattacking. Looks like they've found their fighting spirit at last. Requesting permission to break some teeth.
Make it so, Montgomery. Remind the Germans of the fear we put in their grandfathers back in 1918.
Yeah. Okay, that's great, Halder. I'm sorry, though. It wasn't Halder for sure. It just sounded like Halder, but it wasn't. It's definitely not just some conspiracy going on around here. Well, let's move him back, and yeah, like I said, I've been a bit taken aback by that action out there. I also need to kill him now. So let's do a bit of maneuvering. I'm not gonna repair this because if I do it at the end of the mission, it'll be a lot cheaper. Alright, so these Matildas will take care of that, and I can move on. This infantry is... no longer going to be a bother. And it does not necessarily seem like they'll be able to counterattack from any of those sides either. But... let's at least have some caution. Unless the French suicide themselves into whatever. The only good thing about that is that it's a bit easier for me to take those territories ultimately, as the French apparently don't really amount to a whole lot. Very predictable. What is as they said in the briefing? Yes, I can finish it off with that. Very good. With the AT gun. Oh my god, really? What a miserable pile of horse dung. Alright. Ah, come on. Oh. That's bad. Let's try and move him here so I can shoot at that thing from there. It might actually work. They might actually also go out, which would also be a problem. If they did that. So I better go through on that side there. Alright. Unbelievable. They're actually failing to... Well, they're not actually failing there. That's not true. Ooh, they can attack. Sweet. I do need to put some units to take Hornbach as well, so... Uh-oh. Ha. Nice. Again, should have done that the other way around. This weather is pretty harsh here. Okay, so the French will surely take Alsting. I have no other choice but to give it to him, unfortunately. Again, I also don't think they will go out, but really, it could be anybody's guess by now. They'll run out of supplies, by the way. I mean, even here, it's not actually worth it to try and do anything. I have to go around either which way, so I'll just shell it next turn too. And I'll start sending some guys over to the other side. 15 turns should be plenty, but come on. Oof. No! I mean, it's only 10 prestige. It's pretty dramatic. For no reason. But the Germans took this back, so I think I can get it now for some prestige. I think. Why? No. Man, that's pathetic. No need for me to attack that thing then, because I can only hope that it it will not fall. How much more ammo do they have? 2? Because this puts them at 1 and 0. So now they should be easy pickings. Oh my god, this thing is so terrible. But it's not a particularly large counteroffensive, but that's fine. What I'm also surprised about is that these guys aren't even trying to counterattack. Well, I'll just continue to hit them. And get another 10 prestige. There's only this one left. Let's make sure I also do get there. And there. Alright, sweet. Now you can move. And there. The mission actually took a bit longer than I had expected. But it's fine. Oh, sweet. It's just gone and gave it up. Again, that's very weird. You really would not expect the AI to give up their positions like that.
We fended off the German counterattack. What joy! I feel 20 years younger.
That was some fine soldiering, Bernard. Keep at it.
Joy. I mean, seriously though, how they didn't even attack me, and I didn't feel really like I was any trouble at all. Anyway, I'll certainly take that for research purposes. Let's also call in an airstrike. Don't want to take that city after all. Give me the prestige. Those guys are not going to be super useful there. I'll use this to take that city though. And well, I already took that. They're likely just going to take it back. Put you in position. Let's see. Now I can start focusing on what they have in Hornbach. Because obviously that was not the priority at all. If they have an artillery, that might be a problem. They likely don't. Honestly, I think there's only an infantry. No, there's also artillery. Fair enough. It's not that big of a deal. And there was no prestige to be had up there. Since I already... Oh, shit. That's a stupid mountain. Alright then. That's fine. Have it your way. I'll just start with some strategic bombardment here, just to get them a bit lower. Problem is that their artillery is better than mine. And that means that I'll need to use those and this to soften it up. Then go in. And attack it. It's down to 1 strength. So it's not bad. I'll keep these in position. And if those guys want to attack a bit, they can be my guest. This seems to be happening pretty slowly too. Not sure what the deal on that is, but there we go. And they have 1 ammo, so if I just go in there now, I can deal a bit more. And they don't need to do anything. I can go back and forth for all I care. This is fine. This is just hurrying the process a bit. Get the experience, at least for myself. I know I took a damage or so, but that's not particularly problematic.
His Majesty's forces are now in control of the German border outposts. I have to say the Germans don't seem too eager to resist. Most of their forces are still in the rear.
I don't like this. Keep your wits about you. There must be a reason the Germans are stalling. I'm sure they have a cunning plan. They should, for their own sake. Now, you must capture the airfield in Brightfort. Do this, and we'll be able to reinforce you with some aviation.
Understood, sir. We're on the move. We took the Brightfort airfield, General Brooke.
Splendid. The reinforcements are on their way. As promised, I have dispatched some aviation to strengthen your troops. Your next target is to approach the Siegfried Line by capturing the key points close to it. The cities of Rubenheim, Mandelbachtal, Ormesheim, and Hallberg.
All the regional key points have been captured, General Brooke.
Sure.
My forces are at the Siegfried Line.
Good work, General. Can't say the same about our allies, bless their souls. The French have taken a bad walloping at the Warned Forest, and during their advance north of Bleebrook, doesn't look like there's much fight left in them now. Orders from up top are to dig in and await further instruction. General Alexander, your leadership at Saarland was downright exemplary. However, the political climate in Europe is getting more volatile by the day, and we have to cooperate closely with the French. They insist that we dig in, so there will be no further offensive action at Saarland.
That's too bad. We got all the victory points there. Get to Lieutenant General, Médaille Militaire, +2 soft attack to the HQ unit, and the Knight Grand Cross of the Most Distinguished Order of Saint Michael and Saint George. Bam. Alright. There we go. Let's finish that up.
Gentlemen, how would you evaluate the outcome of the Saar offensive?
We have achieved all of our objectives. I deem this operation a success.
But did we go far enough? Why did we not capitalize on our advance? We could have kept the pressure on the Germans. Instead, we retreated.
Prime Minister Chamberlain was hoping for a diplomatic solution. He wanted to use the Germans as a weapon against the USSR.
Oh?
My attempts to convince him otherwise bore no fruit. He has made a mistake. You cannot reason with a tiger when your head is in its mouth.
Well, the partition of Poland has shown us the Soviets' true colors.
Indeed. The USSR has revealed itself to be another great predator of this continent.
And all the while the army is in decay. There's nothing worse for a fighting man than a long absence of action.
Perhaps. But the conditions are not there for a successful offensive in Europe. Our troops are insufficient. Our communication with the French is far from perfect. The only rational move is to strengthen our defenses and prepare for the worst.
That's not very optimistic, is it? Are you suggesting we sit and wait, and give the Germans even more time to prepare an attack against France?
Consider the alternative. Should we throw our troops into a European meat grinder like 30 years ago? No, sir. I must recommend we sit and we wait.
Well, okay. I don't know why they have that there. That's a bit weird. Looks a bit ridiculous, but okay. Whatever. Doesn't really matter. Right, so as usual, I'll start with frontline artillery. Well, let's quickly take a look at all the different things. We have the tank support skill, which is quite useful. Heavy air transport, the training program, but you can only do that once I have a unit with level 1. All landed units gain the British of the British Empire gain the God Save the King skill. They never retreat, and non-lethal damage is reduced by 1. That's pretty decent. We've seen increased aircraft, pilot training, airstrike, supply airdrop. Dissect the ground unit to supply with 50% of its ammo and fuel capacity by transport aircraft. If hit by an anti-aircraft gun, overwatch fire, the aircraft will abort its mission and try to retreat. Okay. It's new. Infantry tanks. All assault guns gain tank skills overrun and rapid advance. That's pretty decent. Fighter bomber doctrine. British intelligence. Recon units provide 2 attack on the defense bonus and 3 hexes. All units deal half as much damage to the enemy infrastructure. That's nice. Tagman courses, 20% less experience for each level up. Let's start with that immediately. Tank onslaught optimization. Resolute attack. The unit gains first strike ability until its next attack. Okay. All tanks and assault guns gain +1 movement points. Okay, that's also good. Infantry units can embark on a seaplane for rapid redeployment. That's good, but not right now. Let's just go for level 3 artillery. Alright. There we go. When it comes to units, I'll take care of that stuff next time. Looking at the campaign map, of course, I guess we got that Saar offensive, but next up will be a major landing operation naval battle, the Norwegian campaign. By showing courage and foresight of the battlefield, you've gained the Prime Minister's favor. Keep it up and your reputation will grow even stronger. Current benefits plus 2 additional command points. Sure. Anyway, thanks for watching this one. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next mission. Take care, see you then. Bye-bye.